Hey everybody, this is Lara Schneider from Phoenix Pagan Pride Day, and we are here with Alexis Showers, and she's going to talk to us about the importance of ceremony. Alexis, thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the owner of Crow and Owl, which is a traditional medicine studio and apothecary. I am an herbalist, a ritual worker, and a massage therapist here in Phoenix. So there you have it.
Okay. Um, what makes ceremony important?
Ceremony, well, there's the two things I think that we have to understand first. One is what ritual is, which to me is a collection of actions that focus our mind and intention. And then ceremony is timekeeping for ritual. So it helps to mark seasons, different delineations of life. And in ceremony, we do a collection of ritual.
So what does ceremony involve? What do you have to do?
So I believe ceremony is the tying together of community, whether it's family, familial, or whether it's on a larger scale, meaning the community that we live in. And so first of all, it's bringing together people. That would be the first step of ceremony. Sometimes, well, I take that back. Sometimes ceremony can be individual as well. But for me, primarily, ceremony is a collection of people together that amplifies or extends the energy of ritual. Yeah. So first, having people come together. Second would be what is it for, or what is it around? So is it seasonal? Are we celebrating a rite of passage in life? That type of a thing. And then what are the elements of it? What are we doing? So is it geared towards music? Is it geared towards an actual element like fire or water or wind? Is it towards something in a season like a new beginning or an ending like a birth or a death? Or is it to lift up somebody, whether it's somebody here earth side or if it's the lifting up of an ancestor? So those would be some things that ceremony for me would be used for, or in my practice.
What type of things do you need to have for a ceremony in order to conduct one?
I think ceremony can be done very minimally, just with your voice, or with just a glass of water. We can get super fancy and have running water. We could do it around like a stream, or we could have fire pits. We could just use moonlight. I think it's about the intention of what you want. I think sometimes we get really carried away with having to have lots and lots of things to do ceremony, when really we ourselves are an altar ourselves. So we have everything we need just here in our being.
Are there certain words that you have to use, or can you just kind of come up with something in the moment? Can it be something that's of the moment? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's a great question. Again, I think it goes back to what your personal practice is. So I know that there are some cultural practices out there that require that you begin and end with certain prayers, the calling in of different deities from different pantheons. But I think sometimes some of the best ceremony comes freestyle, just in the moment when you need it. when you need to amplify or pull down additional help from the heavens or from whatever energetic spaces you work from. I think, freestyling, I think some of that's been some of the most powerful ceremony in my life.
Can you tell us about what kind of ceremony you generally do?
I trained around the medicine wheel of the Mexica practice. And so we celebrate each season as we move around the wheel. And we use the four sacred directions: the east, the south, the west, and the north. And so they fall right around the same time as the solstice and the equinox. Being a doula, I also will do ritual and ceremony around births, motherhood, the active conception, that type of thing. As an herbalist, I work a lot with women going through the different seasons that women go through. And so I'll do ceremony for women as they move through those rites of passage in life as well.
Is ceremony something that's generally done with, like, for example, in Wiccan traditions, in most Wiccan traditions, they'll have a masculine and a feminine. Does it matter who does the ceremony?
No, not in my practice. It doesn't. The genders in our pantheon are more fluid than the division between men and women. So you can have either a man or a woman lead.
What is your favorite thing about ceremony?
My favorite thing about ceremony is the unity of community. The fact that it brings all of us together, where, with ritual, that's something that we do on a daily basis by ourselves as a way to focus our intention and our mind. But when we come together in ceremony, it's a lifting up, not just of ourselves, but of each other. So it's provides us additional strength.
I got a little bit emotional when you started talking about that. I was fine a second ago. Why don't we, can you give us an example? Well, without really getting into it, because some people feel that ceremony is something that you should only do when you want to do something specific. Can you give us a brief example of how you would do a small ceremony, like maybe for a plant or for an animal or whatever you want to do?
Okay. So I think ceremony around birth is something that we often don't talk about in Western culture, and it should be talked about, I think, quite more than we do. This is actually on my mind because of people I saw today. So welcoming a child here Earthside, we get really excited about that and kind of lose focus on what mom just did, the like warrior energy that she just went through, bringing a new life into the world. So ceremony for new mothers will include floral baths with herbs to help heal them, to restore their energy, also to guard against infection. We wrap the mother as well. We do binding to help to close the hips again. Along with massage, we use oils and scents that help mom to relax and to settle into her new role. Generally, traditionally, we do it in a heated space that's got a lot of steam and heat and warmth to help restore the body. There's, I think my definition of ceremony is a little bit different than the ceremony that I have seen or been a part of in the Wiccan and Pagan traditions. Ceremony for me is more, again, about community coming together and then lifting each other up. So it can be extended, it might be an hour, it could be 3 hours, or it could be a week to 3 weeks long, depending upon what it is that I'm working on or what I'm doing or involved in. I'm trying to think of a way to answer your question that's like really defined and specific, like setting up.
I know I'm kind
like
of
that, and
for the weird one, so.
I think ceremony too is very individualistic for people, depending on where they are in life, what their goals are, or what their training is, the way that they've been brought up in their traditions. So, yeah, I'm not sorry.
Oh,
like on the fly, this is what I would do. Would be baths and prayer work and body work for somebody. It's what a lot of my ritual or ceremony entails.
Alexis, I really appreciate you talking to me about this. How can somebody reach you if they wanted to discuss this further with you?
So you can find me on Instagram at My Crow and Owl. My studio is located in Midtown Phoenix off of Central and Thomas. Or you can find me on Facebook at Crow and Owl, and my website is www.mycrowandowl.com.
And all that information is going to be posted along with this video. Top, bottom, I don't know, somewhere. But thank you very much, Alexis. It was very interesting. Thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
Bye.
Bye.